Alright, this video is on impact, and we're going to replace the called the valve stem end o-ring in here. That's when you feel blowback in your cheek. Alright, even though you're double checked, the probe o-ring is new, it's not blowing, but it's blowing over here. You test fire and you put your finger here, you feel a little blowing, you know, and it's time to replace it. And there's a quick way to replacing it. Alright, first you totally gotta bleed the whole thing. Alright, I already removed the bottle already, the barrel, the scope, mount, the cheek piece. All I have is this piece right there. And you want to loosen all these screws and remove them, because we want to take this plate out. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. When you do this, make sure you kind of keep this screw separated in sequence. Some are screws along the other, and they go in a particular hole. The way I do it is loosen all the way, no longer engage, and leave it there. Get around his camera. Alright, well, all the screws loose, and lift it up like this without removing the screws, and lay it down. Make sure the screws remain in the hole. Alright, the next is this whole cocking linkage. Alright, you just move it aft till the probe clears the action. Alright, you gotta lift it up from here, from the hammer. When it clears, lift it up. Kind of, you know, don't rotate it, just lay it down. Alright, now you want to turn it over and loosen this set screw here. When you turn over, one of these bushing will come out. Notice that. Alright, this is like a 4mm Allen right here. It's a set screw. The set screw is to keep this action aligned and secure. It doesn't want to, can't rotate them when it's screws on there. And leave a couple threads on there so you won't misplace it. Now you just kind of wiggle the action off the transfer port assembly. Alright, now you don't need this, you just put this on the side. It's a whole action assembly. Now here's just what you want to get to. Kind of focus this right here. You want to place this o-ring. What this o-ring is part of the whole valve assembly. When a hammer hits it, it opens it, and let the air come out here as a transfer port. And they drilled all the way through here to, you know, to bore out this tube here. So they need to plug this so the blast doesn't go out here. All right, that's why there's an o-ring there, and that's why it's bored all the way through. All right, when you do this, just, you know, if you can't turn it by hand, you just get a wrench here in the flat spot. Usually I hand tight that, but because this piece here is threaded on, there's an O-ring in there, so after it's all unthreaded, just kind of wiggle it and pull. And when you do that, it'll expose the valve stem. Alright, this is the valve Delron, how it seals onto the body. The body's in here. Right, when the valve opens, the air goes through this piece here and come out the transfer port, and this small O-ring here seals the other end so it doesn't blow. So you do is 1 by 2 mil. Just take it out, clean and inspect the O-ring bedding surface, and pre-lube the O-ring and put it back on. And make sure everything's clean in here. Alright, if the O-ring's not damaged, you know, I've been using the same O-ring, taking this apart so many times, and I had good luck with it. Alright, just wiggle it till O-ring slides in place, then kind of thread it on. When you screw this in, make sure, well, this shoulder has to be bottomed out. If it doesn't, well, it should, never mind, but tighten this so it's hand tight. Now you need to pre-lube all this, then put your action back on. Just kind of turn side to side and push. Kind of make sure, eyeball it, this and this be aligned. When it's very close, then flip it over, tighten your set screw. So the key point here is lightly tighten it with a finger like that, and rotate the breech. If you see a little play, tighten a little more. Keep tighten it till it doesn't move anymore, then you're perfectly aligned. Tighten all the way. Don't have to be really tight, just tighten it. And that's it. Now we just got back to assemble it, reassemble it. That's how, when you lay everything down to the side, what you do is this one, make sure it goes into the probe hole. All right. And in front of it, you can see it here, is bushing, has been in the right place. Then pick up your whole rail assembly. Hold on, missed one thing here. The cocking lever here, before you lay this one down, the pin has to be on this lever here. Right. It's easier to put on when it's on the pin. Gotta see the hole first. There. Alright. Make sure this block is in front of the hammer to cock it. Alright. Also, sometimes this little bushing here, the Delron bushing, sometimes they pop out. They just put it back in. Alright, there's 4 on top and it should be 4 on the bottom. Alright, let's grab the rail. Shit. Alright, And you put these two front ones in. I should have left them in there, but and should make sure they're all flush like. To me, I just start the first threads, so I'm gonna work quickly on this. Key point is get every screw threaded, not bottomed out yet, because you don't want to tighten one, then one of the screws won't align. Get every one of them threaded, then you bottom them out. There's no particular way I found out. I just, you know, zigzag, whatever. So the clutch on this cordless here is set this amount of torque that it is not going to strip it. To verify tightness, I'll grab an Allen and see if it's, you know, the right tightness I want. You don't want to over tighten these. You need to tighten these pretty good in the front, because it's underneath the scope rail, and when they get loose you wouldn't know, and it's going to affect your accuracy. Right, then your weaver rail. Usually I go for this big nut in front and lightly bottom it out, then lightly bottom out these two back cap screws. All right, then I tighten the front and the back. And kind of cycle it, and just put back your cheek piece back on. Usually I put the barrel back in, tighten the screw, then put your bottle on, pressurize it, and you test it out. Alright, test it out and make sure it doesn't blow back here again. Okay, catch you next video.